Hey, we've started on time. I tried to be on time, even though in the real world I think of being on time as silly rather than being on time. You should just start, get to where you want to be. This is more for getting places. Anyway, since I've started rambling already, I should probably do this first. Greetings, my name is Brian. Welcome to KillCo Whiskey Musings, day 11 of the Whiscord Advent Calendar. I haven't even found where 11 is, actually. No, there it is. It's one of the many things I've probably forgotten. There we go, day 11. I see people. I see names. I see things. I see hellos and greetings. 5 fingers, hello. 5 hat. Sugar kitty meow. Mike Franklin, good afternoon, good evening, good night. I don't even know. It's snowing here, I think. So if I just disappear, then we lost power. I hope that's not going to be the case. I don't think so. But that is the new thing right now. Is we're getting snow. We're in it now. Cool. I don't know if it's going to accumulate or not. So hopefully no power loss will happen. I don't expect it to, but also I absolutely expect it to. With that said, Bourbon, hello. Lovely to see you again. Glad you made it back. I got to hang out with Ben yesterday a little bit at Irene Tan's event, which was nice. It's nice to see people who are digital in the flesh. All right, let us begin. And also, yesterday's whiskey has been posted in the title. So if you're curious, well, snow today. 'Tis the season. Exactly. Thank you, Zenboot, for your constant contribution to this channel's growing and changing and evolving into something, pretty good. Also, if you are here, please do the thing. I hate to tell people to click on something, but the overlords, my brain is shot, by the way. Too much activity yesterday. Anyway, let me remember what I was talking about. Get into the whiskey, Brian. All right. I said my brain is shot. What the hell is this? What the hell is this? Immediate thoughts are some kind of Texas whiskey. Holy shit. All of it. Okay, that's all of it. This is quite a step in an odd direction. Because, well, you'll see. Bourbon, hello. Just talking about you. Look at that. So I saw your name for a moment. It's almost the day here, hardly any accumulation. Yeah. I'm hoping it won't. Part of me hopes it does. Part of me hopes it doesn't, Well, that's how it goes. This may or may not be a longer stream today. I believe it's Bourbon Night is taking the night off. It's usually a 1-hour stream. We'll see. Again, I mentioned I'm a little brain fogged because I am living in a life without having caffeine in my body right now. I have a slight headache going right through here. Right through here. Just. There's a good reason. I don't have any coffee right now. I'm waiting on my coffee to show up. I buy coffee through awesomecoffeeclub.com or .net or org or whatever the hell they are. So it gets shipped monthly, and I haven't seen it. So I've been having to spend a stupid amount of money on Starbucks, which is frustrating. But look at this. What? What? You can see why my initial impressions are either this is a Texas whiskey or someone has poured grape juice into this whiskey and made it a completely different color. That's ridiculously dark. Flaviar glass, by the way. Yeah, notice from last year. Look how dark that is. I can't even get over it. I'm trying to see the legs again. Anything? Any movement? They can't just stay still. That's not allowed. All right. The feel of this is that it's a higher proof. by the way it's clinging to the glass. So we'll say between 50 and 57. Sounds like a good guess. That's all it is. Music Maestro, if you please. Let me know if it's too loud or too quiet. I don't want it to echo through this microphone. Yeah, engine oil, right? So looking forward to it, and also a little terrified. Very dark, ridiculously dark. That's why my initial impression was Texas whiskey. It looked like a Lone Elm. That was the first thing that came to mind, since I've had enough Texas whiskeys, and I know Lone Elm was pretty dark, and I kind of equate them with brown anyway. I was gonna say. Oh, I see new names. Hello. What'd you say? Hello. Cheers. Welcome to this. Oh, my head hurts. Onto the nose, alright? Alright. Whoa. Like, initial was berries, blueberries, or it's not grape. Getting a little bit of a new tire smell. That's odd. Mama KillCo, hi Mom. Glad you could be here. It is a little... It's finally getting a little weird out here in New England. Marker smells in this. What an odd little thing you are. I can't place what it is. I'm getting fruit notes initially. I'm wondering where the hell... There's also the possibility of coloring. But if they did, they really overdid it, if they use any. I really can't place this. Unless we're going into American malt, because that'll confuse the hell out of me. It's not peated, at least not that I would initially think. But it's weird. And thankfully I do know what it is, or I can find out what it is, unlike yesterday, where it's like, did the stream, or let's find out what it is. It's not there! Okay. That's fun. I haven't even checked the video that was posted for it. It was a Whiskey Vault video. Early Whiskey Vault video. So I've probably seen it. I know I have. But, again, I never thought to actually get to try it. It's this odd mix of fruit. I want to say barn. Yeah. I don't like Dalmore. The nose is interesting enough, but it's not something that's making me go, oh, the smell's amazing. It's making me go, what the hell am I smelling here? Nice little curveball today, like, you know, every other one I've done. I think I was saying it's Bourbon Night probably is not going live tonight, so this stream could go longer, maybe. Let's see. I did have numerous whiskeys yesterday. In moderation, of course. All that socializing took it out of me. Can't tell. Ugh. There's a wood note. It's hanging out in the middle of this. Oh. Sorry. If I just start wincing in pain, it's my headache doing things. Alright. I have absolutely no idea. Yeah, the initial impression was Texas whiskey, but when I think about it, text at the bottom of the screen or the glass? Who's big on malt in Texas? Is it Balcones? Because if this is some kind of American malt, it would be something. And if I think it's Texas, The only thing I can assume is it's Balcones, because they do crazy shit like this, where it's just like, what the hell am I smelling right here? Music bounce sounds good. Alright, cool. That's his latest tipper, and that is Zenbood with 1211. Been paying attention, he's been doing that every day. Very generous soul. I've already done the math if he does do it every day. Yeah. Alright. I'm leaning into this being some kind of Texas malt. Because that's what makes sense to me. Just, I mean, the color itself is just mind-boggling. And the nose is not leading me to saying bourbon, so... Get on with the palate, shall we? It's been 10 minutes already. How'd that happen? Oh, you have to turn off your closed captions, Mom. Andalusia does have the single malt. I've had most of Andalusia's stuff. It's Balcones, which I've had a variety of things from them. Yeah, well, I've turned on closed captioning just because I would like to think this is more accessible that way. However, since it's live, and since it's a computer trying to figure out what I'm saying, it will be odd, I'm sure. But it's the effort. I flipped the button. An attempt for anyone with a hearing problem to be able to at least tune in and hopefully get an idea of what I'm saying. I'm gonna hold this in my palate. Initial sip. Initial sip was pretty good. It's still odd. The palate is making me think the same thing. It's rich. It's spicy. It's dry. It's making me think of brownies. Whew. The proof is higher than I thought, or at least it's in the range I was thinking of. Is my best feeling for that. Somewhere between 50 and 57. Probably higher, considering just holding in my palate for a minute. Oh, hello. Papa KillCo, hello. Good to see you as always. Hope you're doing okay. Taking it easy. Getting out and about when you can. Cliff Smith, hello. Good to see you again. Welcome. Cliff was also at Irene Tan's event yesterday. He was helping me manage the crowd, as it were. Helping them get in safely and not run each other over when the tickets are being pulled. Alright. I'm still very confused by this. It has to be some kind of malt. I hope it is. There's a nice brown sugar sweetness, but it's slow. Got a touch of citrus. I don't know which kind though. Kind of fired off a bunch of cylinders there. Yeah, it is a little spiky as far as the proof. It's not spicy, but it's showing that it does have alcohol, and my tongue's going a little bit numb. Cliff Smith, I have my best guess at the moment is it's probably something from Balcones, because the nose is perplexing. It's dark like a Texas whiskey. It doesn't lean towards being a bourbon because of the nose, for me anyhow. And I know Balcones does the malt stuff, and I've had plenty of things from them probably from you actually, that have been interesting, but also every time I notice, it's like, I don't know what I'm dealing with here. This is wild. It was initially the color that made me think Texas. Or someone decided to just dump a bunch of food coloring in there. Who knows? Hmm. It's really a lovely sweetness. It just spreads out. I'm thinking of like all the kinds of desserts and baked goods I enjoy. It's leaning into dark chocolate. Or dark chocolate syrup. And then it finishes dry. And that's where my tongue goes kind of numb after that on the finish. 3 expressions of a more signatory 12-year. Whoa. Doors more 10-year. Grapes. Clef, I guess the proof is either between 50 or 57. But it's probably higher than that. From how my tongue feels at the end of this. You got some punchy stuff there, Zabud. I hope it's in small portions. 55 and 54. Whew. Mm. It's interesting. The proof is in that range where I'm distracted about what it's doing to my tongue. Something like that. I said 50 and 57 just because my guesses lately have been it's either between 40 and 50% or 50% and 60%. So I give myself a nice wide margin, but this time, since I like 7s, I figured I'd just throw a 7 in there. Because. Oh yes, thank you, Richie. I really need to automate this at some point, but whee! I have to manually do that for it to show up at all. I'll do it someday, just like I decided to fix the lighting, or at least change the lighting to be a little more approachable. I still don't know if it's quite right, but we're working with it. I hope this is what I think it is. Because it's just so confusing. Whoa. Yeah, my tongue goes numb at the end. Or dry. Dry and numb. So I'm debating what the proof is, and I can easily see Balcones doing something higher proof than what I'm guessing. Music's getting chill. Oh, yeah. Alright. More water, please. I'm wondering if I just step away from it for a moment. I still have plenty of time. This isn't a half-hour stream. This is the general hour-long stream that I plan to do. And as I mentioned, it's Bourbon Night. It's not going live tonight, so I don't know if anyone else is going to take that spot or not. They have time to do so. But if not, maybe I'll go longer. Probably not. I would like to, but when I have no caffeine in my system and a mild headache, I gave myself a pretty wide margin there. For just as I guess, like Balcones does lots of stuff, right? They're in Texas. They do malts. That's gotta be it. But I know there are plenty of other distilleries in Texas I haven't visited. I haven't visited Balcones. I haven't visited Iron Root, some of the big ones. But I have been very happy with the smaller places that are near Austin. Yeah, between 50 and 57. Because 7. That's it. That's my reasoning. But I'm convinced it's probably higher than that. But I stick with what I said because I said it, because I said it, because I said it. Ugh. I'm curious to find out what it is, though. I still have yesterday's pour as well. I capped it. So again, if you were here yesterday, we had the problem of not knowing what the hell it was. The title of yesterday's video has now been filled in, so you can see what it was. Bamora has a bad reputation? Oh no. Or a good reputation? I don't know which. It's like when people talk about Dickel. A lot of people have that mineral note. I don't get that. Not really. I have a feeling I have some sort of reduced mineral thing on my palate. Because I drink... Some people, I think it was Ben actually, can't drink this because they taste too minerally. I don't taste anything on this. This is just clean water to me. But if I drink that, and especially if I drink that water and then my own tap water, this has chlorine in it. This is obviously chlorinated after I do that. A little bit. I mean, of course, it has to be sterilized and all that, but I can pick it up very easily. Yes, that's right, folks. We're now tasting different kind of water varieties. That's where we're at. Bamora is definitely the Dickel of Scotch. Oh, I can understand that. I mean, I've got a number of samples. I hate to say you every time, but some of the samples you sent me were Scotches that I do not prefer. I think there was one. It was the Apple Orchard thing from Compass Box, which I think won something in the OSWAs. I'm good at remembering very vague things. That's it. Well, I know I'm early. I'm probably rushing things because my head hurts. But I will find out what this whiskey is because it's going to bug me. Number 11. I still haven't watched the video from yesterday's Whiskey Vault. East Coast LQ Reviews. Hello, cheers. Welcome. We're about to find out what this one is. So, spoiler warning. What? Still have no idea what it is. Looking at the pictures going, I don't know what that is. Oh! I was wrong. Good. I'm okay with being wrong sometimes. Oh, I was right about it being an American single malt at least. Don't mind me, I have to actually save the pictures because they're too small. I can't enlarge them properly on Discord. New Zealand, or New Zealand? Oh. Or Nevada? My brain doesn't want to work. Oh, here we go. Spaceship noises. What is going on outside? I guess it's starting to snow heavier. Alright. Don't spoil it, Cliff. I was happy it's an American malt. If it was a Scotch, that would have been weird. God damn it. So this thing is from Single Cask Nation. Virginia Distillery Co. 5-year-old. I would explain that. 58.3, so I was close. Oh god, my head is being a pain. Literally. Very dark. Ugh. Let's see. Distilled at Virginia Distillery Co. Aged 5 years in Spanish oak butt. Okay. Cask number 666. Distilled June 2016. Bottled January 2022. 613 bottles. Spirit of collaboration since 2011. Huh. That surprises me, Virginia. A little bit. I know, if my brain's going to the right place, I think Washington has it there. George Washington had a distillery there, and it's still there? I don't remember. I don't know if I've had Single Cask Nation before, anything from them. I feel like I have, but I'm also not sure. They do have a little thing on the side here. I'll tell you what it is vaguely, but it looks like this thing has a rating. I'll say by number. So floral 1, sweet 5, rich. Ooh, that's loud. 8, nutty 3, spicy 5. Earthy, 5. Smoky, 1. Oaky, oh, 6. So yes, I would agree with most of those. I don't think I feel it's rich, but again, I'll try it now. I have these words in my mind. It doesn't come up as nutty or rich to me. It's hefty for what it does to my palate, at least. New Zealand, okay. Deanston, the grain forward malt was restored. That was the sample I really hated. Oh, yeah. Deanston. Oh. Courage and conviction. Oh, that's right. That's right. God, that's quite the shift. Like when I think of courage and conviction, I see this color. This is a sample from Irene. And then you have something like that on the opposite end of the spectrum. Wow. I do know they have Cask stuff. I showed this off at one of the streams. I don't remember which one. Ouch. Yeah, I've heard good things about Single Cask Nation, but they have these as well. And this is a sample pack Irene gave me. A sherry, cuvee, bourbon cask. So there's a spectrum. These are all lower proof, so between 46 for all of them. Actually, that's good call on them. If you're gonna do a sampler pack, keep all the same proof range. And mine. Well, that was certainly a surprise. Again, I was convinced it would have been at Alcona's, but then I get the curveball of, by the way, Virginia's doing stuff, isn't it? Like, yeah, I guess they are. Ugh. George Washington grew hemp and was constantly stoned. Look, if I had to be the leader of a free nation and deal with that all the time, I'd be a little bit blazing probably. Like, to deal with all this again. Ugh. Alright, I'm gonna look into. I have to remember to keep that there so I can look at the video later. For yesterday's, as I said, the title and name of yesterday's the stream I did yesterday, changed the title before this stream to tell you what the whiskey was. It was a bourbon, so that was good. It was not Buffalo Trace. Leaning in that direction, but not quite. Finish this now. The music down at Scotch is starting to distract me. Easy to do right now, considering. Well, at the very least, that makes me more curious about courage and conviction stuff. Although I think, if I'm remembering correctly, I might not be. I had a sample of that Irene's picked last night during her tasting, because I believe that was one of them. There were a number of them, and I wasn't even looking that direction. I was looking this way to the side of the wall, keeping an eye on those allocated bottles, making sure people weren't trying to hide them. They weren't. Everyone was well behaved. I can only imagine how much money was spent that night. Some people had some sense once they got to the register, at least. But good grief. There was a lot of whiskey sold in a very short amount of time. She was perfect. I probably had a sample of it then. Not even realizing. Because I was standing here and Irene was behind me doing samples. So I just have to turn around and be like, gimme! Please, thank you. Man, there's gonna be a lot happening with American malts and such. If they can get stuff like that out, which is interesting enough, but it has to appease, not appease, it has to, what's the word I'm looking for here? Appeal to bourbon drinkers. And this one is leaning towards those who might like Knob Creek rather than someone like me who likes the fruit, not fruit, the sweet stuff. My brain is bad on a good day, and this is not such a good day because of this. It's gonna go away soon, I hope. I'll probably have to take some Tylenol. I'll do that after the stream or later. I don't like mixing Tylenol with alcohol ever, so I'll have to wait. I think there's something I can use before I go to sleep. It'll help. And this is a caffeine headache, not your normal headache. Ugh. Trying to figure out what this reminds me of, other than balcones. Oh, they are? Finally. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. It feels like a good thing, but if they start putting in restrictions like they did with bourbon, I mean, like part of the part of the shift to malts right now, from what little I've heard, is that new oak barrels are getting harder to find, or for some reason. So they can do used oak, but they can't call it bourbon. They have to call it something else. That's why American single malts would just work, because you can use you can put them in used oak barrels, unless they make rules that you can't. I think the fun part is being able to mix and match things, like the Whiskey Vault tribe, whatever, was able to do some pretty wild, outrageous stuff with one of their recent bottlings, which is gone immediately. Yeah, that's kind of what has to happen with American malts anyway. It has to grow, and it's weird that it's going to be a growing thing in my lifetime. Whereas in Scotland and Ireland, that's been the default for a very long time. So it's interesting to see what will happen, and I'm wondering if other big distributors of whiskey are going to start shifting into more corn varieties, if they can. Again, a lot of it was based off of the initial problem of being able to grow those things, and having an abundance is what I recall the main use of grain was for back in the day. In the early days, when you could distill on your own farm, because you could. That's what you did with your excess grain that you couldn't sell. Turned it into alcohol, I think. Ugh. I kind of wish I had the window open, but all this lighting I have would make it very bright and go into the courtyard. But I want to see if it's still snowing. Seems to imply it is on my phone and everything. I'm just looking at my phone and seeing Stillet did something wild recently too. Just made a video. It's in other words fried rice, and that's okay. Didn't oh god. Yeah, I'm not gonna go for 2 hours, I can already tell. Didn't Balcones has been, making it known that American single malts are on the rise just by what they're doing. And I think they won a number of world titles recently in the past 3 years. I don't remember all the details, because why would I? But they're certainly doing the work. Who else? Andalusia does malts. They're doing peated stuff, or smoked at the very least stuff. I'm wondering which states are gonna... Sorry, my mind is drifting. Where I'm thinking about Kentucky Kentucky has a namesake. It's set. Bourbon. They're good. But other states don't really have anything specific other than that they can make bourbon. It's just not Kentucky, and people still get confused that bourbon isn't only from Kentucky. Bourbon is an American product. It's made in America. 51% corn and new oak barrels. I think there's an age limit or something like that. I'm thinking of bottle and bond and that kind of thing. But anyway, there are rules to be called bourbon. But it's still whiskey. It's very confusing. Glen Scotia. Fruit all day. Oh, nice. I don't remember what we had yesterday. I know I had the a milk and honey that she had in her locker that I did like. I don't know which one it was, but it was nice. Good stuff. It was nice. Very nice. Let me double check something. Tomorrow, while I'm thinking of it, there will be another new Chardonnay containers, no aging prior. Okay, that's I was thinking of the either bottled and bond or what's the 2-year? It's been aged for 2 years. It's called something. I don't remember what. Oh, my head hurts so much. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Tomorrow. Oh, yes. So I was looking at my phone. Great. That's right. Thank you. Tomorrow, and tomorrow. Day 12. Yeah, straight as 2-year bottle and bond. See, it took me a while just to get bottle and bond set as 4. Yes, tomorrow the stream should be going on at normal time. Tuesday, as I've said on my streams, the Tuesdays are going to be later all the time. Just due to my scheduling. And then I think the rest of the week should be good. I don't have any other real major issues like the plans. Straight less than 4. So you can make a 3-year straight whiskey. Bourbon, whatever. Ugh. Yes, I think this week is actually nice for me. Other than trying to clean up my apartment and do a few errands. I need to go grocery shopping. Oh, this is all very exciting stuff to talk about on stream. But this is what I deal with. Oh my god. Yeah, I tell you folks, I should not have caffeine because it's rough. Real rough. Ugh. I said I was going to do the stream, damn it. I did. And as much as I want to continue, since I know it's Bourbon Night isn't going live, it's not happening. Yes. Irene is getting a barrel of Glen Scotia. Oh no. Oh no, I have Glen Scotia over here, don't I, somewhere? I know I do. I liked it. Excuse me. Right now I'm just trying to drink the alcohol to dull the pain. Certainly interesting. But I still feel like it could be Balcones. Killed Shulman. He wants one immediately. David Punster, it is. Yeah, it is. Viking Bourbon, hello. No, I've been busy. That's all. And I have a headache because I had not have caffeine, but I have this time of year my mental health goes a little wonky because it's just, I don't know, it's the time of year. Everything's dark, which I don't normally mind, but like to put it the best way I can, my sleeping schedule has fractured as of now. So I'm going to sleep. I'm trying to go to sleep at a sensible time, and then it just backfires. So I will go to bed at midnight and wake up at 5 a.m. and not be able to go back to sleep. And today I woke up at 8, but I think I went to bed at 3 in the morning. I was up only until noon and fell asleep for another 4 hours. And then I woke up and started getting ready for the stream, I think. It's a little fuzzy. And of course I had no caffeine, but that would make no difference other than I wouldn't have a headache right now. I will not make that mistake tomorrow. But it's also snowing, supposedly, so maybe I will make that mistake tomorrow. Worst comes to worst, there's a soda machine down the hallway, and I can buy some soda and drink that because it has caffeine in it. That counts. Soda for breakfast. Ah. There you go. We get connections, man. We're going to have a global network of hand deliverers at some point. That'd be wild. No, Alistair, no. Life sucks. I mean, life is what it is. It's difficult sometimes, but the hope is that when you get through the difficult times, things will have to improve at least a little bit. I hope you are well. Please, if you are just joining us, hit the like button again. I don't want to tell people to push buttons, but algorithm overlords, that's how it is. Alistair, I want to help, but I am not a professional, so what I would say is try to seek out some therapy, pain that it is. But if things are getting hard, that is what you need to do, because they are professionals and they can be entrusted with whatever you say to them. Here, I'm just some rando on the internet who doesn't know what he's talking about half the time. I am keeping hydrated. Richie Z, thank you. I have 2 bottles here. I have my Leon fancy water that I'm finishing, and then I have a little list which I want to drink. Alistair, again, I do hope you feel better soon. Take care of yourself. Reach out to friends and family if you've got them around who aren't being, difficult, if that is the case. Again, the holidays are weird. But seek help when you need it. Because again, it's rough. Life is rough, and people should get help when they need help instead of feeling like they can just tough through it, because that doesn't work. Gracia. Oh, that's brutal. The money issues are the worst. Oh yes, of course. Thank you, Zenbu. Buy this man a coffee. I have Patreon where you can join in on my Patreon for $5 a month if you'd like, or more. And yes, if you want to see the bunny dance, you can donate to the, I guess it's called Mega Chat, and you will see a random rabbit show up and a bling noise, and it fills the cup. It's very fancy. They do take a small cut. That's all right. What was I saying? But yes, Patreon is good. Do that. That's the best way to keep in touch with all this madness. What else? What else? What else? Don't worry about it. Not everyone has enough to do anything. I don't. I have 3 other people I'm patrons of, but shouldn't. But I do. It's alright. It's fine. Oh. I was wondering what the snow is going to do tomorrow, because if I do not have coffee, which I don't, I have to go out into the world, get my own coffee, which is not fun. And if it's snowing, it's even worse. As I said, Alistair, get the help where you can. It's pretty rough. The whiskey community is pretty good about supporting other people in like moral support. Oy, oy, oy. It's rough. But there are resources out there. That's what I can say. I know in my case, oh god, this past year was kind of a railroad. It was difficult because I had to deal with a lot of health insurance stuff. And of course, Pop KillCo getting diagnosed with cancer. That was not cool. Just we're at that point where we're just starting to work our way through the whole pandemic thing that happened in 2020, and now it's like, oh, by the way, There's another little slice of life. Well, it's rough, Alistair. Yummy. I'm definitely glad to have tried this one. Again, it was very odd where it led me. Where I thought it was absolutely a Texas whiskey. But again, I haven't had enough stuff from Virginia yet. So there's no way I could have known. As I said, I still have this one sitting here. Wait for me to drink after the fact. Oh, and an announcement as far as something I hope to get done. I have a couple things I need to get done this week. Hopefully I will. But this one is going to be opened up and done soon. We'll see. There you go, Alistair. You'll be fine. I don't remember if I've had more luck. This will be the last in the Winter is Coming videos that I've done. I probably should put those in a folder? Playlist. So people can look at those if they want. That will be the last one I have to deal with. Yeah, this is definitely a curveball. But it does make me wonder. Like, every one of these whiskeys I've had in this advent calendar thing has been wild. As far as I have no idea where some of them go. And this one has just been another to that list. Famous Grouse. Hello, Harvey O'Hare. I honestly don't have an opinion. Peasant whiskey? Absolutely, it's definitely for the peasants then. Dad says so. I don't know if I've had Famous Grouse. I know what the bottle looks like. But I've never had a bottle. I think I've seen the bottle. But the thing is, if your dad doesn't like it, other people can drink it, but it's fine. That's my thought about whiskey, but for the most part. If you don't like it, someone else will. Ugh. We don't want to accidentally go into a world where peasant whiskey. Did I read that right? Peasant whiskey. Yes, clearly. I've said it on my channel before. The price of a bottle doesn't always mean a pheasant. There we go. It does have a bird on it. The price of a bottle doesn't necessarily mean quality, fortunately. They were only that easy. But I've had plenty of cheaper bottles that I'd much rather have above the really expensive ones. Oh, it's only 4? Jeez, man. What the heck? Oh. Not bad. Not bad, not bad. Mr. Great Shot, cheers, welcome. Uh-oh. You have a brother? Oh, no. I mean, I'm glad you've been hanging out with your brother. I should do that. Hell, I should do that at his house. He's got a house now, that jerk. With his partner, I should say. Your fiance is technically the word now, isn't it? New yacht? Wow. You can put lots of whiskey on a yacht, I think. Conor McGregor, I've heard a lot of negativity about it. Because it's... Celebrity whiskeys are always kind of catchy. It's like urine. Well, I'll drink it then. I don't think I've had it. Or if I have, I probably, well, I mean, again, it's one of those it's a celebrity whiskey, so you have to put that in a kind of questionable category, unless they were very, very much involved with the making of it. And in this case, I don't think that was what happened. I think it was just, he put his name on a bottle. Not necessarily a good one. Force should get him through a month, yeah. No, Proper 12 has not gotten many good reviews, so take that as you will. I got a great shot. Peated Flight. Mr. Great Shot loves peated stuff. Now it's just gonna be rough. You might have to take off your feet at some point. They're gonna get worn out. You're gonna need a new pair. Ugh. Alright. Now, what I'm gonna toast out with, weirdly enough, is the whiskey from yesterday, since I didn't finish it. Stay hydrated, Mr. Great Shot. Hydration is key. It doesn't. It really doesn't. Especially in Croatia. I don't want to finish my nice water. Uh-oh. PDC World Championship. That sounds like sports. Harvey O'Hare and I think that the guy who's in the lead probably will do the best. But maybe not. It's a tough call. Yeah, that's what it is. There is a world sports thing going on right now, isn't there? Is that what that is? PDC World Championship? I don't know what that is. I'm aware that it's happening. It's about it. Oh. My brains. I have too much whiskey to drink to worry about sports, and I've never been interested in sports, so nothing personal to anyone who enjoys it. Again, the wonderful thing about life is you can enjoy whatever you want, and if other people shit on it, it doesn't really matter. You don't have to worry about it. Ugh, my head. I'm not sure where to send you guys next. Again, usually I would start winding down the stream and saying, hey, go to It's Bourbon Night, but they're not doing their stream tonight. And I looked, like, as best, not as best I could, but I did glance at other streams that might be happening at 8, but maybe I'll say, instead of watching a stream, just have some whiskey quietly. Way of life. Oh, well, there you go. That sounds like a lot of work, honestly. I don't have that kind of energy. Bag of little 16. Darts. Oh, man. That does sound like a way of life. I've played darts at least once. At least. Maybe more than once. No, I have played it more than once. It's like if I was playing pool or billiards or whatever it is. Just... Oh, man. Loaf. I like that. Yeah, those kids are trouble. Guys in Livewire. My only suggestion, if we got an hour to just chill out next, I'd say take the time to yourself, unplug for a little while, put on your Gucci shoes, sit by a fireplace if you have one. I am probably going to, well, it really depends. I'm going to look out the window after this, see if it's actually snowing in any major regard, and if so, I'm just going to watch it snow for a little bit while drinking on some whiskey. That sounds pretty good to me. What's a snow whiskey? What drink would I recommend? For my personal tastes, you mean? Or are we talking about price? Because I can recommend just about anything. But I lean towards bourbons these days. Well, I don't think so. Like I said, I played shot darts, so don't worry about it. I think I won last time. Alistair, don't worry about it. We're on the internet, folks. There's a lot of weird stuff. So that's all right. Again, we're here to relax and enjoy our whiskey and just BS a little bit before tomorrow, because I know a lot of you probably have to deal with a Monday that I do not have to deal with, thankfully. But I have to worry about this headache, which I think the alcohol is helping it go away. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Ugh. Now I'm trying to think about that whiskey question. I think I have a good whiskey for beginners thing. But all the whiskeys I would recommend are kind of hard to get. At least because they are a certain distillery. I'll say Wild Turkey 101. That's a nice start. Well, being poor doesn't mean you lose anything other than money. But I'd say Wild Turkey 101 or Wild Turkey Rare Breed or... let's see, Buffalo Trace stuff. I like Eagle Rare, but apparently it is rare sometimes. Alistair, I feel it for me, man. It's rough. Ooh. Understandable. Right. Don't worry about it, Mr. Great Shot. We got 4 minutes left till I shut down anyhow. But I will be streaming live again every day for the rest of the month until the 25th. We got day 12 up for tomorrow. Right here, I think. Yep, day 12. Again, this has been a nice little journey. A lot of these whiskeys I just never heard of or aren't really places I would think about, strictly speaking. Like Virginia tonight, I was like, oh, that's true. I've known that distilleries are in Virginia, but I haven't had much from them yet. Alistair, you know what? I did a GoFundMe recently. It went pretty well. To help my parents. Yes, thank you, Zenbud. Remember to hit, or push, or press, or click. Oh, Irish. There you go. Irish heritage is always welcome here. There we go. Any kind of heritage is welcome here, really. There we go. Yes, we're winding down again. I'll be back tomorrow. It'll be a shorter stream, a little 30-minute chunk, so hopefully I can, get through the actual tasting in that amount of time, since I realized it was not a good idea for me to do 1 hour long streams every day this month. So we have the shorter ones on Monday through Thursday. Then on Friday, it's an hour. Saturday, a short one, 30 minutes, and Sunday, clearly 1 hour. See, man, cheers! Kilty is doing some fun stuff. Blue Moon with sliced orange? Sure. That's more of a summer drink for me. Why not? Thank you for stopping in, Z-Man. If you want to smack the like button, please do. Oh, everything hurts. But again, as I said, don't worry about it. I'll be here all month, as they say. In this case, only for a little while. Ooh, I already moved it. Jeez. Mike Fiken, thank you for being here. Zenbud, caffeination is key. Yeah. Give me Z coffee in this regard. Or not even coffee. I can't say coffee would help me out here. It would be espresso or just some kind of energy drink. But I'll worry about that tomorrow. Right now I'm just stuck with it at the moment. But it'll go away. I always do. If they don't, then there's a problem. I'm looking at something minor. With that, though, well, I'm looking at the clock. Hold on. Someday I'll get my outro just right, but not today. And if this, keep an eye on my Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all that, if you want to follow along with this madness. There are links down below. There's merchandise, even, if you want to deal with that. Frankenskick. Oh, I haven't had one of those. It sounds amazing. So, again, toasting out with yesterday's whiskey. Keep that in mind. I drank all of the one today, which is good. Ugh. There we go. As always, live long and prosper. Don't forget to be awesome. And I'll see you out there. Thank you for joining me on KillCo Whiskey Musings. You can find my social media and Patreon in the links below. Be sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.